Let's do some guided practice. Just want to emphasize we are creating expressions. We are not simplifying. For the area under this curve, right, on this interval with this many rectangles, we'll do left hand first and then we'll do right. So I'll just say area left. I guess I'll say approximately equals. Or we can just say equals if we're assuming that this is an approximate area. Anyway, this is going to be, let's see, if we're going to have delta x equals 6 minus 0 over 3, which is 2. So we're going to have f of 0 minus f of 2, or sorry, plus f of 2 plus f of 4 times delta x. This is going to be 4 times 0 over 0 squared plus 3 plus 4 times 2 over 2 squared plus 3 plus 4 times 4 over 4 squared plus 3 times 2, right? And we don't need to simplify that. We could, and it actually wouldn't be all that bad, but we're not going to do it. It would be kind of gross. I don't want to add fractions. Anyway, right-hand endpoints. What's this going to be? Well, it's going to be a similar sort of thing, but it'll be f of 2 plus f of 4 plus f of 6 times delta x, which in this case is, well, you might notice we're going to be copying a couple of things, right? We're copying everything except the first term, and we're including the last term that we didn't have before, right? And that's our answer. Okay, that's our answer. I think maybe I could squeeze that on there. Oh, I can. Oh, the little things in life. Beautiful. Anyway, let's look at the next problem. Move this up just a little bit there. Perfect. This guy, right? Again, don't worry about the nastiness of the expression. We're not simplifying it. We have 5 rectangles. Ooh, that's a little bit, right? So let's see what we get here. Notice that delta x in this case is going to equal pi minus 0 over 5 for a lovely pi over 5, okay? So what are we getting for this one? Well, the left-hand area is going to equal, I guess it's going to be, since we're starting at 0, I guess the first one's going to be 0, right? It's going to be f of 0 plus f of, well, I guess if we add pi over 5 to it, we're going to get pi over 5. And then we're going to add pi over 5 to that and get 2 pi over 5, right? See how we're increasing by delta x each time? And we just keep doing this. And then eventually we multiply by delta x, right? So in this case, that's going to be 4 minus 5 times 0 plus 7 sine of 0. We actually could simplify that. That's just 4 plus, and now we're doing f of pi over 5. So we're getting 4 minus 5 times pi over 5. Actually kind of nice. Plus 7 sine of pi over 5. Not so nice. And then we just keep doing this, right? Let's see. We have 4 minus 5 times 2 pi over 5 plus 7 sine. Good thing we're not simplifying, right? And then let's continue. We've got 2 more terms. We can do this. 4 minus 5 times 3 pi over 5. 7 sine 3 pi over 5 plus last term over here. Okay, 4 minus 5 times 4 pi over 5 plus 7 sine of 4 pi over 5. Whew. Times delta x, which is pi over 5. Okay. a right, so I should make that a subscript, a right is going to be very, very similar, right? The one difference is we're not going to have that first term. Let's try duplicating that. Erasing this guy, whatever. And then, oh, let's see if we can do this okay. Oh, well, I guess I'll just have to copy this term by term. Term by term, that guy. And then I guess we'll have to do this guy just all manually and stuff. Right, we get that there. And then we're going to add the last term, right, which is 4 minus 5 times 5 pi over 5, which, oh, what do you know, is pi. Plus 7 sine of 5 pi over 5, which is pi. Actually, that is kind of a nice number. Anyway, multiply all of this by pi over 5, and that is our lovely right-hand endpoint approximation. All right, last but not least, that is n equals 4 if you can't see it. So area for the left-hand endpoints is going to be, sorry, that should have been extended. Let me actually use black for that, because that is a mistake. Okay. So we're going to have, let's see. First of all, note that our delta x is going to equal 3 minus 0 over 4, which is 3/4. All right. And so our left-hand endpoints are going to be, what's our left-hand area going to be? Well, I guess it's f of 0 plus f of 3/4 plus f of 2 times 3/4, whatever that is. It's 6/4 or 3/2, but you could just, and then anyway, plus f of 3 times 3/4. Note that we're just going for the pattern here, right? And we multiply all this by 3/4. Okay? So all this is going to equal square root of 0 cubed plus 1 plus square root of 3/4 squared plus 1 plus square root of 2 times 3/4 squared plus 1 plus square root of, 3 times 3/4 squared plus 1. And then all of that times 3/4. Right? And for the right-hand endpoints, again, we are not simplifying that. But for the right endpoints, it's going to be very similar, right? We're just going to have this plus, and then just get that last term in there, right? 4 times 3/4 squared plus 1, and then multiply that by 3/4. Right? That's how you do it. That's what we've got for our guided practice.